Hi there, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to share a video with you to help you access your instrument faster, get you playing um, more, I'll say interesting sounds. There's a lot of different sounds that are maybe interesting to one person or not, but just more stuff that you can do with the piano faster. I do think everybody should study their instrument more in depth to truly be literate, but I also think musicians should be able to play what they want to play as quickly as possible. So, as they say, smash the like button, subscribe if you're getting something out of this video, and then fast forward to the actual drill exercise after I've explained what the first one is, because I made this video to begin with that we're going to build off of, and I want to make sure that it kind of makes sense, and then we go from there. So, explaining the first one, feel free to fast forward to the next one. I'll try to make a chapter mark for that. In the C position, we're going to play a blocked chord in the right hand and a fifth in the left hand. You then go through different shapes with the right hand, playing a 2 chord, so the E, the middle note, drops down 1 note to here, and then you go to the F, and then back to the E. Okay, and it might sound like this. Then you go down to A and do the same thing. Since we're in C, we're just playing the notes that are in C major. So suffice it to say, it's just white notes. So I don't even have to explain that right now. To a beginner, all I have to say is stay on the white notes. Go down to A. I might have to tell them what A is, but I digress. All right, so we're here, and you go through the same shapes. By the way, if you want to go up first and down and then in, that's totally fine. Any little variations you want to do with this exercise are fine, although I would go through and stick with one through the whole exercise, then do a different variation. Then after you've done a few, have a time where you're just doing a bunch of them at once. That's improvisation. Then G, and so on to F. So we went C, A, G, and F. We didn't do B because it sounds like this. Okay, that's a little too tense. So for now, we just skip it. It's not bad. It's just, for most cases, it's probably not what you're going for. So numerically, it's 1, 6, 5, 4. That was C, A, G, and F. The next critical part is that my right hand stays here and my left hand moves like this. I play through here. Now my left hand moves. Same shapes in my right hand. And what this does is it lets you access, without any real knowledge of music theory, gets you to all kinds of fun non 3-note chords, some extended chords and add chords, and just really colorful sounds beyond just major and minor, which is what I would think a lot of people are looking for. Like, how do I get that? Well, this is a kind of cheat code to do that. That doesn't mean your piano journey has ended. It's just one way to quickly access that. And to be honest, piano players and other musicians, we love to find little patterns and tricks that we can pull out. But this is just one. I'm just showing you one. Trained musicians know a whole bunch. So after you've done that, if you're interested in this and learning this a little more, go look at that other video. But now I'm going to show you the another cool piano hack. I have so many students that love arpeggios. Arpeggios are where you take a chord, instead of playing it like a block, you break it apart in some way, okay? There's a lot of music like this, like Adele. That's an arpeggio. What is that song? Faded? Watch me not play it right. Oh, it's the left hand that does this. This left hand pattern is an arpeggio, a famous one called an Alberti bass. But the point is, it's an arpeggio. So that's kind of what we're going to do. You're going to put your hands in the same position, and your right hand, I'm going to create some limits. And here's a saying for you to walk away with. Creativity is born from limitation. I wish I came up with that. I actually got it from a pixel artist. Adam C. Jonas. I sure hope I said his name right. very smart. I'm going to live with that quote the rest of my life. Creativity is born from limitation. So from here, you're going to do the same shapes, but your right hand can play any of these notes, or if you want to keep it simple, stick with one of those 3-note shapes, this one, or this one. What you're going to do is play in 4/4 time, and you're going to play 1/8 notes. That gives you 8 notes to play before you play the chord again, or you go to a note chord. I'm going to start with my bass note. So I actually have the bass note, which is the low note in my left hand, and then 7 other notes to play equally. Here's an example. I think I counted that right. Let's check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Let's do something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. I like both of those. Now what do we do? Well, try moving your hands together, just like that first video, and we do the same thing. And then I can either go to the next chord or play that one again. Or I leave my right hand here and my left hand continues to move, like this. I'm going to play a little faster now that you're starting to get the idea. Okay, so notice that even at the end, I didn't just keep my right hand here, I actually started doing both. Staying here and following my left hand. My left hand, I'm purposefully limiting to 2 notes. That doesn't mean anything else sounds bad. It's just a good way to start. Once again, creativity is born from limitations. Give yourself restrictions instead of an infinite number of decisions to make. And then after you feel comfortable with that, do whatever you want. Do whatever sounds good. That's the part of the joy of music. But you can always come back to this as a starting point, as one technique to learn. What else can I tell you about this? There's a lot of freedom here. Okay, even though there are a lot of restrictions, there's still a lot of freedom. You have 5 notes in the right hand to play. You could just limit that to just 3 notes, or just to any group of 3 notes the entire exercise, like this. There we go. Let's do 2 notes. Getting boring? Add one more new note. And suddenly it has new life. Doesn't take much to make it interesting, in my opinion, and to others I've talked about. So I hope that helps, and please let me know if you have any questions. I think I've got one more for you. If you've got this, notice that we had 8 1/8 notes that we're playing. That's all the 1/8 notes that we can play in a 4/4 time. Now you can start actually taking some out and get different rhythms. So that might sound like this. That was probably not the greatest ending, but just to get the point across of, instead of playing all 8 notes, I can then pick and choose some different ones to pull out. Okay, I think that's enough for one piano hack video. And there's a lot there. Have fun with it. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day and have fun.